With agitations across the land, insecurity has become a major challenge to the nation. But what is the way out? Governor Rotimi Akeredolu of Ondo State is our guest tonight, and the agitation over Yoruba Nation will be addressed. And the governor of Benue State, Samuel Ortom, has warned that if the insecurity in the country persists, there might not be an election in 2023. He met with President Buhari today. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Politics Today on Channels Television. I'm Seun Okimale at Channels Television Global Headquarters here in Lagos, Nigeria. Some very important matters for discussion tonight, and let's begin by bringing you up to speed on some issues that might be discussed. The Benue State Governor, Samuel Ortom, is asking the federal government to immediately address the insecurity issues in the country ahead of the 2023 general elections. The governor, who spoke with State House correspondents after a meeting with President Buhari, said the nation is sitting on a keg of gunpowder without meaningful progress being made on the issue of security. Take a listen to Governor Ortom.
On a keg of gunpowder. Everybody is not in doubt in Nigeria today about the security situation. And without security, there can be no meaningful progress going on. And so it is important to put heads together, do the things that are lawful. Let us protect the provisions of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria so that everybody will be secured. Let there be equity, fairness, and justice. That is what I stand for. That is what I'm fighting. 2023, yes, to a politician is not far, but it's still a long way. If we secure our country and everything is working fine, then we can talk about 2023. But the way things are going, if we don't secure the country, there is no way we can be talking about 2023. That is why I've always dismissed people who come to me to say that you will contest this, you will contest that. For me, I want us as leaders of this country, who have taken oath of office, let us abide by those things we have said and work together as a team. Leave politics aside. Leave ethnicity aside, but secure the country, Nigeria. I want to appeal, I want to beg everyone that we should not politicize the issue of attempted assassination on myself. If a governor is attacked, then it is an attack on all. I see it as mockery, trying to mock me, but I pray that what happened to me should not happen to any other person.
You heard him there, Governor Ortom. But there are some other stories that we have for you on our political roundup.
The Civil Society Legislative Advocacy Center, CISLAC, is accusing the federal government of lacking transparency in the recovery of stolen assets. According to the organization, 6 years into the current administration, there is nothing to show in fighting against corruption. The group is also asking the National Assembly to enact a legal framework for the management of the recovered stolen assets.
We need information, detailed information on all the recovered assets, locally and domestically.
Parliamentary workers under the auspices of Parliamentary Staff Association of Nigeria have commenced a nationwide indefinite strike. The union barricaded the entrance of some houses of assembly, protesting the non-implementation of President Muhammadu Buhari's Executive Order 10, which he signed into law last year, granting financial autonomy to states' legislature and the judiciary. The protesters, who are carrying placards with different inscriptions, are also demanding the total independence for state legislatures in accordance with the provision of the Constitution. About 7 months after he was disinvited by the Nigerian Bar Association from participating in its annual general meeting in August 2020, the national leadership of the association has visited Governor Nasir El-Rufai of Kaduna State with a commitment that it has no rift with the governor. The president of the NBA, Olumide Akpata, who led other executive members of the association to meet with Governor El-Rufai at the Kaduna State Government House, says the NBA is a worthy partner with the governor and the government in ensuring that the welfare of lawyers in the state is improved upon.
The NBA and the Kaduna State government have a relationship, and that we're working together for the good of lawyers.
The presidential candidate of the Alliance for New Nigeria in the 2019 general election, Mr. Gbenga Hashim Olawepo, is advocating the need for urgent decentralization of powers as a solution to Nigeria's security problems. Addressing a news conference in Abuja, Mr. Hashim Olawepo explains that decentralization of powers and not secession, as currently been agitated by some people, is the solution to fixing Nigeria. He appeals to the federal government to urgently initiate a concrete process that will take some powers from the executive list, including the control of state resources.
Nigeria's best alternative is still its unity, but with reform internally.
Let's also tell you that the Caretaker Extraordinary Convention Planning Committee of the ruling All Progressives Congress APC says that it is putting in place mechanisms that will assist the party retain power at the center for at least the next 34 years. Speaking in Abuja while inaugurating a 61-member strategy and contact committee at the party's national headquarters, the national chairman and governor of Yobe State, Mai Mala Buni, explains that the selection of members of the committee is based on merit and competence. The 61-member committee, which has the Deputy Senate President, Senator Ovie Omo Agege, governors of Lagos, Plateau, Kogi, Katsina, Kano, and Mrs. Abike Adabiri Arewa as members to be chaired by the governor of Jigawa State, Mr. Badiru Abubakar, while Dr. Ikechi Emenike is to serve as secretary. Take a listen to the APC chairman.
The constitution of the Strategy and Contact Committee, therefore, is to consolidate these achievements and the task of building a strong party with a solid structure that will accomplish APC to stand the test of time. Our vision is to provide a will that will drive the party to go beyond 7, 8, 9, or 7 terms of office. When we succeed in doing this, APC will definitely achieve more than what it is expected to improve the lives of Nigerians and make Nigeria a great country.
Let's also tell you that the People's Democratic Party is clarifying its position on the zoning arrangement and culture it has devised over the past years in deciding on who becomes Nigeria's president. The party in a statement today says the PDP is yet to adopt any position on the zoning ahead of the 2023 presidential elections. The party further explains that it has not taken any decision on any of the recommendations proposed by the Senator Bala Mohammed-led PDP committee on the review of the 2019 elections. The PDP notes that the recommendations will be subjected to its democratic process by relevant organs of the party and consultation across all national interests. And let's now dive straight into the conversation for tonight, everyone. There have been a series of issues affecting the nation. A major one is the issue of insecurity. The defense minister yesterday said, we are in a critical position. In the southwest region, there have been some agitations for a sovereign Yoruba state. One of the groups agitating has come out to say that the agitation shall be bloodless, intellectually rooted, legally grounded. In fact, they have released on social media a currency called Fadaka, which they say will be stronger than the dollar. Tonight, we have the governor of Ondo State and the chairman of the Southwest Governors Forum to speak to us on some of these very important national issues. Governor Rotimi Akeredolu of Ondo State is our guest tonight, and he joins us live from Akure, the capital of Ondo State. Thank you, Your Excellency, for joining us tonight. Perhaps I should begin to get your reaction to the assassination attempt on your governor colleague from Benue State. He met with President Buhari today, and he said if the insecurity challenges in the country persist, the 2023 elections will not hold.
Well, let me welcome you first, Shewan, and thank you for having me on this program. Yes, I listened to Governor Otom when he spoke just now, And I really sympathize with him. It's an unfortunate development that a governor will become a target for this attack. And I thank God for his life. But addressing the issues he raised, and I think he's right, definitely we cannot conduct any election under an insecure environment. So if this insecurity is not nipped in the bud, it will escalate undoubtedly. And if it escalates, so all of us should be worried that at the time we are getting to 2023, we might have a full-scale, what I would call banditry, other insecurity in the country. And with that, there's nobody that can carry out any election under that atmosphere. So what is clear is that he's made a good point that the federal government must sit up. Something has to be done now to ensure that this issue of insecurity that is escalating by the day is now nipped in the bud and escalated as soon as possible.
Governor, it was only yesterday that the defense minister said, and I quote him now, he said, "We are in a critical situation that requires the understanding, buy-in, support, and collaboration of important stakeholders and key players in the strategic national task," end of quote. In this statement, it looks like a statement of realization coming from the highest hierarchy of the nation's security architecture. If you will prefer an urgent solution to the problem, what would that be, Governor Akeredolu?
Well, if I'm to, weigh in on what is happening in the country now and try and make suggestions as to what I believe should be the solution, I will say straight away that yes, we are today. As at now, we have a security architecture that we cannot change overnight. But the security architecture that we have to live with for now, must respond to demands of insecurity. They must take necessary step now. It's not something that we will continue to scratch the surface. This is a serious matter, and I believe the IG, all the service chiefs and co are probably in one place. They should be in one place or the other now meeting so that the solution can come to this problem. So that where you have crises at any given time, then you can respond to it instantaneously. When we shout about an attempt to kidnap somebody here, banditry here, students who are taken here, there must be swift response to all this level of insecurity. So for now, since there's nothing else we can do, even if we are those of us who believe that there should be multi-level policing and that the time has come for us to have state police, it's not something you can force down. It's something that will have to go through the National Assembly. It takes some time, but that is the goal. But before then, just like what the Yorubas have an adage that when you fry this bushmeat and to some extent, or this dog, by the time you fry dog very well, it's always sweet. But before dog is fried and is sweet, then you must eat something before then. So I believe that what we have to do now is that we can have meetings, we can set up committees on this insecurity and let it be addressed awesomely. Let it be addressed without any bias. Let us all go out. We are ready to cooperate. Just like the Minister for Defense said, we need cooperation. All of us are prepared to cooperate. But the important thing really is that we want to cooperate, but you must take us along, and we all must be serious and be seen to be doing the right thing.
All right, let's take a breather, Governor, because when we come back, I'm going to also seek for your knowledge as a senior lawyer in the land with a lot of experience, and you're also a governor. So this helps the conversation in finding a lasting solution to the insecurity challenges in the country. But we must take a break now. And when we come back, our conversation with Governor Rotimi Akeredolu of Ondo State and the chairman of the Southwest Governors Forum continues after this time out for everyone. Join us again. Thank you so much, everyone, for staying with us. Governor Rotimi Akeredolu is our guest tonight on the program. And the issue of security, which is a major concern for every Nigerian, is our conversation, the thrust of our conversation tonight. Thank you so much, Your Excellency, for your time tonight. I mean, as a senior lawyer in the nation, many Nigerians have asked for some legal ways of resolving what has been described as an uneven structure of our nation. Why is it difficult, Governor, for your party, the ruling party APC, to restructure this country or even make it a matter of national emergency?
Well, I mean, a number of us, no doubt, believe that there must be, the issue of the structure of this country must be addressed. We are not running away from that fact. And as you know, even in our constitution, restructuring is fundamental there. Now, the issue is, why is it difficult? It shouldn't be difficult. And I believe that the best time to do it is now. And because by His grace, Mr. President is running his second term, and Mr. President can, if there is a will, there'll be a way, and this can be done. And some of us believe that, look, it is important for us to do it once and for all, and let everybody come to the table, make your case. Yes, I know that at the National Assembly level, a number of things being done on amendment to the Constitution. Bring it out, let people know what you are doing. Because at the end of the day, what National Assembly will arrive at might at least solve some of the problems. And the additional things that we need to do will have to, about fiscal federalism and will have to now follow. And I think it's even one of those issues that has been taken at the National Assembly. But I'm not too sure people are ready to wait for National Assembly to conclude their own process. They want to listen to us and say, okay, there's a buy-in by the government on this restructuring, and that our party is ready. The party is, I believe, if it's in our constitution or is part of our manifesto, then we'll push it through. But I know that people are...
All right. I guess there seems to be some connection issues with Governor Akeredolu there. But of course, the conversation with him is about national security in the country and how we need to go about it. We were speaking earlier on the issue of the legal ways of resolving our national issues. He believes that there needs to be a multi-level security approach into policing this country. So if state policing is the way, we've been asking, restructuring as being one thing that people have clamored for. Why is it difficult for this government, the ruling party, to make that happen? And so he was speaking about that before we lost that connection with Governor Akeredolu. But we hope that we'll be able to reconnect with him in a short while. But of course, there are other issues that we'll be talking to the governor about, and it has to do with some of the agitations that we have seen in the southwestern region of the country. There's been some group who are agitating for a Yoruba nation. What does that mean? We will, of course, get back to the governor as soon as that is resolved. But I guess we should take a break, everyone, and take a breather. And we'll hear from Governor Akeredolu about this agitation from the southwest. Let's take a breather, and we'll be right back on the program. Well, let's quickly get the view of Governor Akeredolu on that matter of the Yoruba nation agitation. I was asking, Governor, does that unsettle you in any way?
Is that what?
As regarding the Yoruba nation agitation that we've heard and seen in the last few days.
That, well, I mean, I thought to where you asked whether it was affecting me. what I said was very clearly that there are a group of individuals who are raising this issue, and they're entitled to it. Everybody is entitled to take his own position. But when it comes to issue of a nation, or you want to leave a particular setup, there must be a consensus. Nobody can on his own just wake up and say, speaking on behalf of others. Who gave them such powers? We have never ceded powers to people to speak on our behalf on matters of this importance. That's what we're saying. That a few people cannot just stand up one day and say to us, yes, Yorubas want a Yoruba nation. How? Where did we sit down to discuss this? With who and who? At what point in time? So if you don't carry everybody along, you cannot be representing us. Right? That's where we stand. And that for us, and at least speaking for us here in Ondo State, we believe that, look, nobody has ever invited us to such discussion. And if we were there, we would have made the case that, look, you have to hold it gently, even if you are entitled to such, if you believe that your points are well made. For me, if we are all clamoring for restructuring, the fact that we have not gotten in now is not that the next thing to do is secession. So like some of our colleagues have said, that if you have a headache, the treatment is not for you to cut the head off. You have so many things you can take. Whether it's, if you believe in APC, take APC. If it's Panadol, take Panadol. But it's not for you to cut off the head. That is not the solution to it. So we are saying that the head state and all of us will find a solution to the problems we have. It's not for people to now sit down in their corners of their rooms and cope and say they're agitating for Yoruba nation. On whose behalf? And we are saying that they do not speak for us.
Governor Rotimi Akeredolu, I must sincerely thank you for your time. It's frustrating at some point that we could not see you because of technology, but we sincerely appreciate your time tonight. Governor of Ondo State and the chairman of the Southwest Governors Forum, Governor Rotimi Akeredolu. And that's our show for today, everyone. Many thanks for watching. I'm Seun Okimaloye. Bye-bye.